The numbers reveal that Absolute Batman #1 cover A is pure melange. The copies must flow, and we haven't seen the price peak or the floor for this book yet. So grab a seat and order up your seasonal blue spice latte, you basic Bene Gesserit, while I tell you why in 2 words that are not named supply and demand. First, take a look at this chart. This is a classic sine wave chart comparing price to volume of sales and shows us pretty much what we learned about supply and demand in 9th grade. When demand is there, price goes upsy. Then new supply hits, sellers compete, and the price dipsy downsies. The technical term for this behavior is what's known as demand elasticity, and you can recognize it by this kind of mirrored wave pattern here. Now let's look at Absolute Batman. Notice anything different about this chart? The price rides the wave of demand with very little dip. You don't see the wave flipping the same way at almost any point. That, my friends, is what is known as demand inelasticity. Essentially, demand is outstripping supply in a stable and consistent way, and the price of that good just stays resilient. This is not typical of speculation, but it is a hallmark of market absorption. Hey, hold up for 1 second. I just want to tell you one quick thing. I'm not talking about exclusive retailer variance with this. That stuff is a whole different ballgame with lots of confounding variables. I have some data coming, but you're just going to have to wait. We're going to focus on cover A right now. Back to scheduled programming. Getting that wave to go Reed Richards again is obviously possible, but feels unlikely right at this moment. And if it does, the market seeks the last area of liquidity to find the stable price. So you kind of have to look at this upward curve as a stair step to a new baseline stable price. The first step was right here at about 90 to $110. It traded with modest and steady volume between late 2024 and 2025. Then the second shelf is between $270 and $300. After a spike in late 2025, it settled into this band for the first half of 26. And that wasn't a brief pause. It spent 4 months establishing a horizontal trading range, where volume stabilized at pretty healthy levels, about 200 books. And here's the thing. We haven't found the true floor for this yet. In market mechanics, a floor is only proven when a major supply shock hits. That would force prices down and triggers aggressive buying where you get that first trough of the sine wave. Right now, active listings have never topped more than 60 to 80 books in any 3-week period. So to truly pressure test this, and I've done the rough math, we'd need a supply shock of 400 copies dumping all at once. Until we see that kind of supply force a test, we are still in active upward price discovery. So what happens when we see that? And what if it happens tomorrow? Then it would drop back to its prior consolidation range, and at this point, that's about $250. So keep a hold of your sandworms, Iraqians, because I don't think we see the end of this yet.